So basically, this is a series that just started when I was at home, wondering what to do, how to, workout time. Deshap, you tell me if you can see me. Yeah. Oh, hi, Ashram Datta. Lovely to see all of you. So yeah, so basically, so this idea came that the people that I've been working with, because you're working every day with them, you don't realize the work and the value of the work that they've done, especially in industry. So I started with the art of composing, and we had Swanand, and I had Sean, and I had an Adda with Shreya. And just a few days back, in one of the channels, I was watching Yahan, and Yahan is like, it was like immediately I was like, this is something I'm so proud of, and I'm so proud of because of also the director, who happens to be a very good friend of mine, Shujit Sharkar. But at that time when we had started off, neither did we know that he's going to be such an amazing storyteller, and neither did he know that I'm going to be doing music. But it was college, football, this, that, and wo sab karte karte, I don't know from where this paths met. So what we'll do is we'll get the man on. Lovely. Sujit, can you see me?
Hello, yes, Dektapachi. Hello,
Yes.
I can see you. Yes.
Yeah, super. As usual, your backdrop is very well art directed, something that I've learned from you. Yeah. So, hi everybody. That's the man, Shujit Sarkar.
Hello,
And
hello, hello, everyone.
Shujit is a generally very shy guy. So, generally, you will not see him promotion. He doesn't do this. But because today's conversation is primarily about the role of music, which he understands in filmmaking, and of course we'll discuss the work we have done, but primarily his influences, where is it coming from? When we see a piece of work, guys, then there's a lot which has gone behind, and that behind you will not find in a Wikipedia. You will know what he has done, what are the achievements and all that, but what behind goes is what we're going to discuss here. Shujit, first and foremost, so when I met you in college, I remember you used to be very, very busy doing theater.
Yes,
Tell
I
us
think.
about that phase. Yeah.
You see, I during the college time, I think you were in Deshbandhu and
Hmm.
in
Hmm.
Delhi, and I was in
Hmm.
Bhagat Singh.
Hmm.
I was actually not interested in theater. Also, I was just interested to get out of my college and
Like all of
and
us. Yeah.
be in your college because your gang,
Hmm.
like Atul and a lot of other
Joy.
team
Yeah.
who were
Yeah.
just Joy, all
Hmm.
setting up
Hmm.
a theater. It
Hmm.
was just fascinating because I was still playing football for the college and I had nothing to do with
Correct.
literature, art, or
So was
music,
I. Yeah.
anything. I
Hmm.
just liked the
Hmm.
gang, and one of
Hmm.
my friend was also in that gang, so I that went. But then slowly I could see all the gang team member doing. That was purely an amateur theater and a college drama school, college drama. So the college drama obviously had the means were absolutely nothing. You
Hmm.
had to bring things from home. It's
Hmm.
basically a jugaad system that you worked
Hmm.
on.
Hmm. Correct.
So, yeah, but I think my theater was mainly when I was working
Hmm.
and I was in Hotel Meridian
Hmm.
as an accounts assistant. I was working, and then
Hmm.
from there got introduced to I don't know, National School of Drama,
Hmm.
the area.
Hmm.
You
Hmm.
know,
Hmm.
you don't know if people know about it.
Hello. Your network got stuck. Hello. 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 Sorry, guys. I think his network got stuck. Sorry,
Yeah.
your network got stuck in the middle. Yeah. You were saying you were
Okay.
in Meridian. Yeah.
I missed you. Sorry. Sorry.
You were saying you were in Meridian.
One second.
Meridian. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Hello, can you hear me? Check 1, 2, 3. Can you hear me? Hello, hello. Can you hear me, Shujit?
I'm losing your voice.
Um, I got full network here. Just wait for a little bit. It'll come. Give me a thumbs up once you start hearing me clearly. I'll speak tab tak. Okay. So I think we have slight tech issues, which what makes this so interesting, because I'm always afraid of tech issues. Shujit, let me know once you can hear clearly, then you can join in. Okay. Shujit, can you hear me? Can you hear anything at all? Do you want to take the Bluetooth away? Okay. Our audience can hear us both. Our audience can hear us both. Can you hear us? Okay. See, if it's better now?
Yeah, hello, I'm in again.
Better? Yeah. Better. Cool. Better? You're okay? Sorry, there are some network issues. So basically, I think important thing is that both him and me were starting our journey together, and he was, and this is what I wanted to ask him actually. He was interested in theater, but what he was really interested in was music. That's an amazing thing. That he was like doing music for theater. So Shujit has entered. Shujit, where are you? Are you okay, Shujit? Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you now.
Okay, great. So I was telling the audience who are there, and a lot of people. Hey, by the way, Shujit, Uday has come in from Indonesia. Remember Uday?
Yeah, Uday.
Yeah.
Okay.
So Uday is there online, and a lot of your fans are also online.
Uday was the Deshbandhu gang also.
Yeah. Yes. So that's awesome. So and Shurvangshu is out there. Shurvangshu was Buddha's editor in. Remember that bald spexy guy. So he's there. Shurvangshu is there. He used to be Buddha's editor. So I was telling the audience that of all the things, you were really interested in doing music for theater. I remember you used to tell us about that.
Okay, so of course I was not interested in acting, so I was interested in backstage. And as I said, I was part of an Act One group, and so the director was N.K. Sharma. He would ask me, "Kya karega?" So I said, "I'll do a score," but I had no idea at that time, because at that time we didn't had this internet where we could go and just get some music. So you have to get it on a physically on a tape. And
Yes.
the exposure to world music was not as much which is now at that time. And because you had to buy a tape, otherwise you won't be to it, and you don't, and the tape costed a lot, so at that time, uh, what I did was I started working on with theater. I started working on some documentaries. So yeah, some very good documentary filmmakers. Nowadays, I mean, at that time, Delhi was the hub of documentary filmmaking. So what helped was documentary films also have very minimalistic music. I mean, it's not that, and the means are in documentaries also very hard earned. It's not that you can just get any musician and do anything. Just you need to be very very carefully spend your money. Very spend your money. So that was one. And second thing was all these fashion shows. I mean, they had really huge money at that time. And these fashion shows guys, they will get some top class music from France, from Germany, from US, all over the place.
I remember Vidyun, I remember Vermani. They also have some amazing music.
Yes, I did some background lighting work for Vidyun. And I requested one of her show music for me, and so that I could play it in the music in the theater in my. So we did a lot of plays there, and I used these music as an interjection there wherever the director told me to. But I think they were quite fascinated by the piece of music. I'm not a musician, so I don't understand music. I can sense music. So my entire understanding since then has been just see the scene, feel, and maybe for you the sargam maybe does not go with it.
Mm,
Maybe the rag does not go
mm,
with
mm, mm,
the situation itself.
mm, mm,
But I just played
mm.
it by how it
Feel,
feels.
yeah. So Shujit, today's conversation is really about that feel only, because what makes you such an amazing director. And I must tell you one thing, that one of and we will talk about this, the film school people who love cinema and who love, for them, October music is like a different chapter, and I'll come to that right in the end. But the whole idea is, it is that feel that you're talking about,
Right,
which
absolutely.
helped
Yeah,
create that.
yeah,
One of
exactly.
the things in college, I remember when Gajaraj was there, and we used to sit on this. One of the things that a director who really inspired you was Satyajit Ray.
Of
Okay,
course, it is still now.
you want to talk a little bit about Ray and
See,
his music?
yeah, a little. Ray also had a very his music sense was also. I mean, he was a musician himself. Also, he could play a piano. He understood music very well. So he's like the theme of Pather Panchali, and Opu Shanshar. I think it's
Hmm.
two most very very well known pieces of
Hmm.
his.
Hmm.
Uh, uh, they were so rightly placed in the
Hmm.
film when I was
Hmm.
watching that film,
Hmm.
and the kind of instrument that he's used. In the first film,
Hmm.
of course, it was Pandit Ravi Shankar, I think, who
It was
did the
a
music.
sitar and flute. Flute. In fact,
Come,
should you just hold on to thought that I have a the piece, and
yeah,
let me
just
see if
play the
this
piece.
works.
It's a mind blowing
If
piece.
we can, I can
It's
show it. It'll be like
fantastic.
amazing. Uh, sorry. Where did it go? Yeah, sorry. Streaming. Just hold on.
It's really haunting.
You continue talking. तब तक ये
Yeah,
हो
it's
जाएगा. हाँ.
it was really haunting piece, and especially he introduces this pieces in such places
Hmm.
where yeah, as a filmmaker you know that uh, it should have been somewhere else, but he placed it at some, that's where the learning is
Hmm.
from Ray, that his music placements and kind of music placements have been absolutely magical, because he used to tell the story also. It's just
The
not to.
and the placement is so important, Shujit, because imagine Ruby Shankar spent roughly 2 days creating the music with, because he didn't have time for Pathar
Right,
Pachali.
right.
उसने काट के अब प्लेसमेंट करके पूरा फिल्म बनाया. So
Yes.
this is the genius of Satyajit Ray, who took two
Yeah, of
days of
course.
music and created the whole film.
Right, right,
So when we
absolutely.
talk about film scoring, very important thing is that one is of course the creation, one is the usage. Where am I going to use it?
Yeah, so because most important thing is this is my learning.
Hmm.
I have learned through different things and my work also, is that the most important aspect of cinema music background score is where not to use music.
क्या बात.
Okay, it's not where to music, where not to use the music is the challenge. That's
Absolutely.
where you can create, because finally you are of course you're telling a story,
Hmm.
and you are collaborating with all the mediums,
Hmm.
with the music, with the sound
Hmm.
effects, because now film score
Hmm.
comes with a lot of sound effects. The
Yeah,
sound
yeah.
effects becomes part of the music score also. One is of course the score, with that the kind of folio or the real sound, the boot sound, or the wind sound. How is it playing all together there? It all has to be seamless.
Let me see if I can play this theme once again. Fingers crossed with the network issues.
Is it playing now? It's playing.
It was playing, yeah. तो यहाँ तक बज गया काफी है. It just buffers so much because of the, I think it's a heavy file. Heavy file means because you and me are both are streaming online. I just want to interrupt you of that thought, where to put music and where not to put music. So I remember when we were doing Madras Cafe, and there was a very important scene where what was that character's name, Shujit? That South Indian guy who later on turned out to be the guy who had sold out and honey trapped.
Balakrishnan, and his name is Prakash Balwadi. Yeah.
So what happened is that when I got the rough cut, so, and it is a very important scene where actually you get to know that he had sold out, So logically, what would have happened is that you would have scored that piece, because as you're getting to know that he's done it. What you did was that you saw it and you said, Shantanu, let's do one thing. Let's put music till the point they get to know, and then let's move away from music. Let there be just Foley, let's say, like normal every day. The impact is even more. Let's not hide it, or let's not sugarcoat it with music. And if you see Madras Cafe again, if the audience sees it again, that scene, it's actually in silence. There's no music there. The most important revelation has no music.
Right. I think it is it's an instinct that you play on with. Let me tell you, take you back my documentary experiences, So, so in documentary, if you see, music is sparse, and mainly it's the live sound which plays on in documentaries. But where where the music will hit and where it will emotionally take you is also because that's also a storytelling. It's documenting, but it's still telling you and engaging you and engaging your emotions, engaging your knowledge and intellect also. So I think in documentaries, for me was the main learning where most of the places where the most crucial drama is happening, there's no music. It's only where a poetic justice is happening in a film, in a documentary. That's where the music is. So that balancing is very important. That when you're scripting it also. Sometimes when you're scripting a film, you know where the flow is going to, because we're going to come to October also. So for Madras Cafe, I remember we were discussing how we knew the little bit of a music, but I didn't know how it's going to sound. I remember you gave me a piece. You told me that I'll create a piece and I'll give you a piece. Maybe that piece can be in your ears and may work where, So I think that was a brilliant thing. I think that we did.
And that technique, then we started using in the subsequent films.
Every film we did that.
So I remember when I created the piece, then the you love this, and we worked it backwards from there.
Right.
And so, should you tell me one thing, for a lot of people who are watching this, why doesn't a music beforehand help a director?
See, sometimes what happens is you need that one sound. How you need that one sound? How this film, it's a track. What is that one instrument, or what is that one rag, or what is that one melody that's going to go with this image? For example. So you need that always. So because you constantly visualizing the frames, the visuals, the drama, the performance, everything, and so you need that one piece to you know, put it all come together, you know, for example. So what happens in that piece when I'm shooting, for example? So I'm shooting particular sequence, where even if it's a chase sequence or even if it's a small emotional moment, and I what I do is I play the music. It's not that maybe it's not the final music, but you
I
know
get you. Yeah.
what it does is it creates a graph, you know, my camera movements. I know that this is the piece. If this is the piece I like for example the pieces we decided and you gave
Yeah.
me, and we locked on, yes, this is the piece. So then that piece becomes my a lot of motive for me to
Correct.
move my camera, move my characters, what is the pace of the film is going to be. So it gives me a lot of storytelling, what do you call it, weapon to, you know, to
To
go
take the
where
shot.
to
Yeah.
hit. Yeah, yeah. And also to
So
hit the
for
emotion.
yeah. So a lot of people who are watching this, and they're amazing. I'm so happy. So many people are there. What is interesting is you have to understand that, for example, Shujit, before he's telling me, he has to visualize the film in his head first, and he lives it. So this piece that you just heard, the initial idea of this piece for him was he was going to show the number of bodies which are there thanks to the massacre in Sri Lanka, and there was going to be a shot in which actually just it's a beautiful place, but with just dead bodies lying all over. So so it's almost that he wanted something which was larger than life, where you're all at one hand you are describing the beauty and the innocence of this place, but also the pain and the massacre what human beings are doing to human beings. Both these emotions were he wanted simultaneously, which is why the music was created before the film was shot. By the way, so that
And
these
also,
are
and
very
also,
important.
and also, see, it depends film to film.
Huh.
Uh, the most important factor in Madras Cafe was we were dealing with a situation, we were dealing with a region where we have never been to. It was Jaffna. So Jaffna is was the main area where this Tamil group
Correct.
were against the Sri Lankan government. So I think I have not visited that area. We have visited Tamil Nadu, we have visited Kerala, somewhere where both the regions and the sound of this could give me that region also. That's why this dang
That
dang
take
dang 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 dang. So
yeah,
it gave
yeah.
me the region also right, absolutely balanced region. So
Very
that's what
interesting. Yeah.
it's the right.
So a lot of people who do not know, and you will not find this in Wikipedia, that Shujit Sarkar's first ad film, I I was the music composer. Shujit Sarkar's, which was
You have the
Dettol.
Dettol film, you don't know, no?
I don't have it here, but if anybody can find it on YouTube, please share it with us also. Uh, it was Shujit's debut. Shujit was then actually assisting Pradeep Sarkar that time. Shujit's first music video, I am the music composer. It was Manke Manjire. In fact, if I can play the track a bit, because I can't play the video because of copyright, but here it is.
अंग बाजे मृदंग
Enjoy.
सा सुर मेरे जागे सांस सांस में बास बास में दिन कोई साजे गाए दिल ये गाने लगा है मुझको आने लगा है खुद पे ही एतबार खुद पे ही एतबार.
So this was just a glimpse of this was the first music video, and you have to understand the Delhi days, यार. तो कभी तो सिनेमा विनेमा तो दूर की बात है. And I remember Shujit was so excited. It was a great project. So he got Mita Vashisht on the thing. They went extensively in Rajasthan. Shujit, tell us about that those days, yeah. This was the biggest cinema you did that time, the music video.
Yeah, I didn't know that I was coming to Mumbai at all. I was thinking that I will be in Delhi forever, you know.
So was I.
So 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 yeah, I think think everything started from your track Man Ke Manjire. I think thanks to you, Prasoon and Shobha Mudgal also.
Correct.
For
Correct.
Shobha Mudgal's voice was just magical, that track. And then I think the organization Breakthrough, the subject, it
Mallika
was
Dutt. Yeah.
absolutely
Yeah.
Malika Dutt, and it was the subject about the
Shamim was a true story.
Shamin,
Yeah.
yeah, true story, and about this woman empowerment project. It was all about the rights of women. So I think she came up with this. Can we do a real story? So I said yes. I mean that will do. So she showed me this documentary that they've shot about Shamim. That she was a truck driver, and then So, but we thought, why not we celebrate this this woman who's driving a truck for her livelihood. It's quite unusual. So why not to celebrate this at all? And I think Man Ke Manjire celebrated her that.
Yeah. And also, Shujit, because I think possibly the fact that you can tell beautiful stories through cinema, through the visual medium, ads, of course, but for the first time, the impact of such a story people could feel.
Yes, I think Man Ke Manjire was quite impactful. I think,
Yeah.
And I think I also learned from it. It's not that my friend was also, he was the DOP on that. Nataraj,
Natti.
we call
Yes,
him
yes,
Natti.
yes.
Now he's a big actor in South. But yeah. So I think it was all, and Mita Vashist agreeing to do it. So I think it's all came, and I think it's. I still enjoy that whenever I watch. I see what I have done. So. But I think the music is so inspiring, Man Ke Manjire, and the words, the music, and Shobha Mudgal's voice. I think that's still really strong.
See, this is your specialization, which is I think that music drives a lot of your emotion, Shujit. And it does not happen to be always song. For example, so I talked about your first ad film I had done, your first music video I had done, your first feature film. And I have to talk about that first feature film because the movie was Yahan. And Usme, there was a song which you had asked me to compose, and I'll just play a bit if it works. Yeah, sorry. This is not it. Where are we? Yeah.
पूछे जो कोई मेरी निशानी, रंग ही ना लिखना, गोरे बदन पे उंगली से मेरा नाम अदा लिखना। कभी कभी आस पास चांद रहता है, कभी कभी आस पास शाम रहती है। आओ ना जहलम में बह लेंगे, वादी के मौसम भी एक दिन तो बदलेंगे। कभी कभी आस पास चांद रहता है, कभी कभी आस पास शाम रहती है।
I had an interview with Shreya Ghoshal 5-6 years back, and she got so emotional, Shujit, talking about and the reason was this, that she had just done Devdas, and Devdas, actually it was that kind of film, and she was just a young kid, and they must have gone through so much to make those songs happen. And she enters to Yahan, Shujit Sarkar and Shantanu Moitra from Delhi. हंसते हंसते ये करते करते ये गाना बन गया. And she didn't know Gulzar Saab has written this. So when she came to the studio and saw the lyrics, and when she asked who is Gulzar Saab, she got like, oh my god, see, today She's Shreya Ghoshal. At that time, she was just a young kid. But a lot of people should keep on asking me about the picturization and visualization of this song in the film Yahan. Can you talk a little bit about that?
Yeah, I mean, again, Yahan is been my subject that I wanted to talk for a long, long time. Um, the subject came up when me and Swanand at some point were talking. Generally, he had also come to Mumbai, and he was also come from theatre. So Yahan, the Kashmir had been my subject of study also. Kashmir and Punjab both.
Okay.
So the story of this an army officer and a Kashmiri girl falling in love was very common in that there, in Kashmir. It still happens. But very few people get to know about it. So this was a small article in an Indian Express. So I think this beautiful relationship of this particular region, which is in turmoil for many, many years, I think that triggered this everything. So when you created this track, and also Gulzar Saab is also quite close to Kashmir, He's got a lot of journalist friends, writers. So when he says, "Ki why not Naam Ada Likhna?" Shujit, when he first said, "We brave Naam Ada Likhna." So I said, it's because her name was Ada, so why not Naam Ada Likhna is the main line. So I think that poetry hit me first, and then I think what you did also before, I think you created the track first with la 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 la, and you gave it to it. That's what happened first. And he did it on his tape, I remember, on the beat. But yeah. So
and there's a line which is "Jab barf pade to barf pe mera naam ada likhna."
Yeah. Barf pade to mera naam ada likhna. So I think that hit so beautifully that, and so that triggered the
your visualization, Shujit, that was magical.
So I want to tell you about a little bit over this visual aspect of Yahan. A lot of credit also goes to my cinematographer. Apart from the moments, his name is Yaqub Ahiri. Yaqub Ahiri, it was a debut film of Yaqub Ahiri. He's now known as all over the world for Chernobyl. He shot Chernobyl, and he's an extraordinary cinematographer. He's from Sweden. So he had come here to shoot a documentary. So you see, my all connections are
documentary. Yeah.
Yes, all right. He came to India to shoot a documentary for some European director. So he was hanging around in Delhi. He thought, and he was just out of the school from film school in Poland, and he thought, why not to meet some of the directors and just chat over and talk. And because one of my common friend was doing the sound, his name is Walson. I think you also know him. Walson from Delhi. So Walson, so he came to office, and we just started discussing. He showed me documentaries, and immediately I told him, "Can we work on one of the commercials?" He said, "Yes." So he came from Sweden. He shot it, and I asked him, "Will you shoot a will shoot a feature for me?" So, are you asking me to do a full feature film? I said, "Yes, I'm asking you to do a full feature film. It's my first film." So, you know how, so his contribution, because he came with a different eye, he was not as usual normal eye of what we will go and see Kashmir possibly. He knew the problem. He knew the issues. He knew what we're going through. So he saw it from a different perspective altogether. That helped me a lot. That gave me a lot of courage also to be a little fearless, and of course, and then came Minisha Lamba and Jimmy Shergill. So I started exploring Minisha Lamba and the aspects of Kashmir. So we thought, why not to bring a bit of a silver Kashmir of the rather than being just a very colorful, multicolored Kashmir. So I think that was the that Yaqub brought in, and that's what is that's why this song looks so beautiful.
A lot of film school people, young kids, they are always caught between lip sync and no lip sync. Okay, and a lot of questions have come to me.
Yes.
What is your school?
My school is, of course, no lip sync for sure.
Okay.
Yes, I have done films which has got lip sync. Possibly, it was in Vicky Donor a little bit,
Correct.
but I think it was an actual song that he sings. You know, he was a guitar, so he sings.
True.
So,
True.
frankly speaking, it all depends on the director. But for personally, for me, it's no lip sync. I will use song as a score.
Correct.
So that's how I would. But there's another beautiful song.
Urzu Durkut.
Urzu Durkut. So I was in so much love with this word Urzu Durkut and that song. It's still play. I played it to my daughters when they were young, and you know everyone will.
You know what Urzu Durkut means, Shrujit? Do you
Yes,
know
I
what
know, I
Shrujit?
know.
कि आपके घुटने सलामत रहे.
आपके घुटने सलामत रहे. पहाड़ में.
छन से बोले छनक के यू चनार बोले तारा ये पूरा आबशार बोले फिर न चढ़ के this is the part I remember. My original dummy words I use something like turna dum, and is Gulzar sahab asking me ये turna dum क्या होता है शांतनु? मैंने कहा सर ऐसे ही मैंने लिखा है. कहता तुम्हें क्या ऐसे ही कोई सिलेबल चाहिए? कहता मैं जरा कुछ अगर मतलब लेके आऊं कोई प्रॉब्लम है तुम्हें उसमें? मैंने सर कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं है. So he 2-3 days researched and came out with this line.
See, Gulzar Saab's fascinating thing about Gulzar Saab's lyrics and poetry writing is, especially for songs, why he asked, I remember, because he writes for the sound.
Correct.
He writes on the sound, like the dum, say Urzu Durkut, you know. So he found that word which can sound. So he
Correct.
works on the and then he
Correct.
plays his words according to the sound.
Correct.
When I remember in the first when he said Urzu Durkut, generally this is when the composition was done but it was not sung. He just said Urzu Durkut. So we were all. I was also silent for some time. I don't know. Can I ask a question to question back this poet, who is
legendary poet,
Gulzar Saab, legendary
Correct.
poet. Ki ye kya hai? Is he making fun of me, Urzu Durkut, or what he's doing? So I finally got the courage and asked him, Urzu Durkut sir, ye matlab, are you sure, sir? So he's saying, Sujit, how is it sounding? He asked me the first thing, how is it sounding? You played and music plays. I said, it's sounding correct. So then he told me the meaning. You and me were there. He told me the meaning of this. So I said, this is fantastic. बोलते सबको समझ में आ जाएगा, किसी को कुछ फर्क नहीं पड़ता, सब उर्दू दुर्गुट समझ जाएंगे, कुछ फर्क नहीं पड़ता. It's just sound. That is also soul of the song.
Correct. So we are discussing about the films, things that he has done. Of course, amazing films, Piku, Vicky Donor, so many he's done. But we are primarily discussing about. We will. I think one of the great film scores for me is personally is October, and it's very important. The process is that again, just like Madras Cafe, I remember Shrujit was. I think you were about to go for the October shoot in next 3-4 days, and I suddenly called you up and said, "No,
I was already on the location there.
Correct.
And you told me that you will give it to me. You said still working on. And on the first day of the shoot only, I got and I was jumping with joy, when I got it. I made everybody hear it. किसी को समझ में नहीं आया वो. Only मेरे को समझ में आया.
जो अपन होता है आपके साथ.
तो किसी ने react नहीं किया उसमें ज़्यादा. I knew what it was. So before we go to October, let me a little bit on the October thing. What we discussed was, you asked me what is this. Of course, we were coming Uh, uh, Also, generally, all my films have been genre-wise very different. So I think that also gave us a lot of scope to try and play around different things.
Correct, correct, correct.
And also, if you remember, in October, one of my brief was to you, Shujit, sorry, Shantanu, how about nature? You know, yeah, how about nature? So yes, it was all about comatose, about brain science, about
No,
medical
no. So
science, about physical.
before you say all this, I must tell you what you told me. Guys, this is like absolutely crazy. Huh? So I said, Sujit, October, we have to start शुरू करते हैं, we have to start working. तो हम गल्पটা কিছু বল, tell me something. It's a very simple love story. I said, okay, great. What is it? It's a guy and it's a girl. I said, okay. Then there's a pause. And he says the girl is in coma. I said, then love story is happening how? He said, that's it. That is what I am doing this film. That this reaction that you have given me, that how is the love story happening? This is what I will show. This was the clarity of Shujit. That what seems impossible, I'm going to create it. And he told me, Shantanu, this girl is quiet throughout, but what she's feeling, the music has to say it. It is a third dimension of the film.
Yes, absolutely. And I think it was what you also came up with the track in the first instance itself. I think we retained it. I think we didn't what you created at the first, because it was such an innocence. It was such an innocent track at that time itself when you created. I think we didn't touch much of it. We just recreated small bits and pieces and just put it in the film. But
Basically, to tell people that basically this was a pretty long process because this film was so much music. But we basically went to Russia, St. Petersburg, to do the music for this film. It was one of the most incredible recording studios I've ever seen in my life. In fact, I keep on telling Shujit, next film I have to do there. So it was an old, beautiful recording studio with a full symphony floor. So there were musicians. It was amazing. But see, this is what I think why Shujit Sarkar is that, and I created multiple layers. So underneath the mid-melody, there are what we call as obligatos. There are layer 1, layer 2, layer 3. So they were all playing. There was a cellist, there was a pianist, there was a harp, all that was happening. But when it came to the main violin, which actually दिल को चीर देता है जो वो because हमने पहले instance में ही हमने कर लिया था by this young kid from Calcutta called Rohan. And so Shujit said, I asked Shujit, do we need to play it again? He said, no, Shantanu, don't touch it because it's working here. Baki kuch kar, isko much touch kar. And actually, before we further talk about this thing, I'm so happy that today Rohan is now moved on. This is what, like 2-3 years back, the movie. He is now studying violin in London. And he is today online from London. Yeah. So yes, Rohan is here. Absolutely. Hello. And I told him that, Rohan, we are discussing with Shujit about scores and films, and it is completely incomplete without you playing the October theme live. So can we hear this theme from you? You know?
Yeah,
that's really amazing. Then we'll talk about with Shujit. So before Rohan starts playing, just want to say that Rohan speaks very little, and he just asked me that.
Of course, musicians speak little.
Yeah. So he asked me that the mood of the thing. I gave him the compliment. What is the mood? You know, for the first time I said, Rohan, I don't know, because it is between a guy and a girl who's in coma. You know, I don't know. I've never been there. You know, but if you can feel and something, and this is Shujit saying to me, how do you define this love? He said, the purest form of love. The purest form of love is this love story of October. And I said, Rohan, what do you understand in your reference points in your life? This is the purest form of love. Can you, and it was just a magically played. Rohan, let's hear this.
Let's go.
Too good. Fantastic. Super.
Fantastic. Ron, Anek bar, just play the lower notes, yeah, just the low octave.
Okay.
Just low, just touches, yeah. Thank you so much, Ron.
Thank you. Thanks, Ron.
You're
Brilliant.
magic. And see, this is what it is, Shujit, and the audience, is that, see, there is an instrumentalist, there is a composer, and there is a director. It is this coming together. And I started in the session saying, where do you place this music? The most important point. You place this music where it is not right. This music will not sound like this in the cinema. It makes it memorable because a director like Shujit Sarkar knows how to use it, where to use, how much to use it, how much not to use it. And I think today's whole session is really about that. Rohan, I know you've been waiting on the line for a long time. How are things in London?
Yeah, things are improving actually. It's kind of the same throughout the world. We are all stuck at home, but yeah, it's definitely improving. And I think the NHS people, the medic people are working really good.
Yeah.
And yeah.
So, Rohan, you take care of yourself, and very soon
Yeah.
again we're going to create some magic. And
Absolutely.
you take care of yourself, and thank you for doing this, Rohan.
Thank you,
so
Ron.
much.
Thank you for doing this.
Thank you, Shujit. Thank
so
you,
much.
Samsara. Thank you, everyone. Bye.
So, so guys, I'm glad we pulled this off. Shujit. This is technology. London,
That's very good.
he joins in between Calcutta and Mumbai.
No, October, it's still such a fascinating, because it was a very difficult film, one of the most difficult films. It looks very easy. It's one of the, because it's got nuances and nuances and nuances, because there is nothing. There's no story as such. Nothing happens in the film actually. It's just he goes to the hospital and he comes back. He goes to the hospital and comes back. That's what his life is all about. And I think that's what this music did to me when you sent it to me. The entire shoot, I could play this piece and just be like a Dan and Shivli. It's got a smell of Shivli. It's got an effort of Dan. Um, it just felt beautiful. It didn't feel sad. It is the situation is like that, but still from there somewhere there's a little hope that you saw. I think that's what I was looking for, and that's what I got it.
Yeah. In fact, I remember the October end sequence where it goes into the end scroll. From the time Dan takes that flower pot, puts it in his, the truck, small truck, and they move off. It goes off. The movie score. Should just tell you one thing? I know it's maybe difficult for you to say it like this, but just to understand, what governs you? You have this great piece of music. How are you going to use this as a narrative, Shujit? How do you think? Why not in this here? Why not there? Why here? How does it work for you?
See, sometimes I have seen when I was an assistant director, I have seen somewhere a lot, and plus whatever films I see of great masters, film. Most cases, the score has always been absolutely part of the narrative. It is neither unnecessary to heighten the unnecessary emotion, right? Is the narrative moving or not? Are you feeling the character or not? Are you feeling the conflict of that particular scene or not? Right? Are you getting, so it's not that अभी मुझे इसको अभी रुलाना है, मुझे हंसाना है किसी को, चलो background. So no, it's not. I mean, in a very plain language. So yeah, I mean, so music is also very, very. It's not another tool. It's as important. It's not another tool. अच्छा चलो यहाँ पे अभी there is no there is no rule as such कि नहीं यहाँ पे ऐसा होगा, this is the music going to be like this is coming up music is going to be, it's absolutely an open field. Now in this open field you need to find out where exactly you sure you don't want to use the music. Like a lot of places, I have been in films. A lot of my colleagues and all, they say, यहाँ पे थोड़ा boring लग रहा है, यहाँ music डाल दो. So, you know, so I said कि what is this logic? I mean, यहाँ boring लग रहा है, मतलब music डाल दो. What is this logic? यहाँ film ना थोड़ा slow हो रहा है, यहाँ pace कर दो, music डाल दो. So music
Banded है
gives them,
music.
हाँ,
Music banded.
music डाल दो, यहाँ थोड़ा सा और को. So I think it doesn't work like that. It definitely doesn't work like that. So you have to have a very sure shot, that poetic justice that we discussed in the beginning. That exactly, okay, this is the place I want the emotion to. It's between the director and that film. Okay, he wants the music to be right, start at this dialogue or the end of this moment, or this is the mood, even if it's a silence. Sometimes in October, if you remember, we played music for 6 minutes, 7 minutes also.
Correct.
Long sequences.
Here, I will interrupt you. Sorry. Here, guys who are watching, I just want to tell you something. That generally, what happens in most filmmaking is that you highlight a situation, a character, a scene, but Shujit's school of music usage in a film, that is why I'm having this conversation with him, is that don't highlight anything. Now this is such a unique perspective, guys. It's unbelievable that don't highlight anything. Let it just go. I don't want. He's afraid of somebody spoon feeding something. He's so confident about his character, his acting, his screenplay that music is not required to highlight it. Let it be there. Let that scene come. It be happy, sad. Let it go, but let it continue. And as he rightly said, in October there are sections which are almost 5.5, 6 minute pieces long.
One piece is I think 12 minutes also. I think so.
So can you imagine to use a 12-minute continuous piece? But the magic is that if it is used in the right place, you will not hear it. A good score is a score that you cannot hear it.
Exactly.
We keep on talking about, remember Schindler's List and all that, John Williams.
Yes,
when we saw the film, it's such an amazing score. I never heard the score in the film.
Yeah.
It was there, but it was so beautifully, I'll say our upcoming films, I think that we are possibly coming up possibly soon. Gulabo Sitabo and Udham Singh. I think I don't want to talk about the music part, but I think that's also another unique space that we have worked on. Absolutely.
I think we did the similar thing in Gulabo also, where you send me a track in the middle of my shoot. I had already shot for
Lucknow,
6 days or 7 days in Lucknow. And you send me this piece and I was jumping with joy all over the place. So I made everyone listen to the music piece. It was, if you remember, you said your text was sending you some madness.
Yeah, because I
would
want
not
to
talk
tell
about
people.
at all. So
No, of course, but I will tell about the audiences watching that why do I like this process of making music before the filmmaker. I'll tell you the reason why. Because what happens is generally filmmakers work with reference music, and that reference music is not my music. It is not his music. It is for something else. I never feel ownership. The other problem is that once you as a filmmaker have lived with that reference music for 3.5, 4 months, it's very, very difficult to get that out of the head to get new. So my thing is that how quickly can I plant a custom-made music piece for that film in the director's head? Now to do that, it's very, very important. The director has to have that vision that what he's, because nothing is short. It's just there's a story in his head. this piece will go where and how. So understand, this is the magic of creation. Nothing is, you can see nothing, you can feel nothing, nothing is written. It's two people just creating something in air. He has told me a story, I have reacted, I have created something, he has heard it, and he's hearing it, he's realizing where can I use it. So he tells me, Shantanu, do one thing. In the fifth scene, I'm going to get this character back. There's nothing has been shot. Not get the theme back, but can you pace it up a bit and maybe you can use another instrument. Now, this is magic. I think why we say this is a gift, God's gift, is because anybody who's watching us will think we are mad. There's nothing. It's like emperor's new clothes. There's nothing. Yet he knows and I know what we're talking about.
Yes, exactly. It is what cinema is a magical medium, so it's just such a beautiful.
Shujit, what do you listen? What do you listen to when you are relaxing?
I listen to a lot of meditation music.
Okay.
I listen to a lot of Indian classical also,
Hmm.
old classical also a lot of, and I listen to a lot of Western scores also. So that's is definitely my food for music, and it's every day I listen to. It's not that just I listen for half an hour in the morning, half an hour in the evening. It's my routine listening to music.
A lot of film score fans, Shujit, have noticed this, that in the last few films of yours, your music scores have become quite introspective. Has it got anything to do with your meditation, your change? Can you talk about a bit?
Yes, it is because at the end of the day, what you do in the cinema is your own reflection of your own life. What you go through and what you experience. So I think, and if it doesn't, I think then there is something I'm lying. So I think it should be absolutely true. So I think that's why all the scores that we created in the last 3-4 films and coming up, I think it's been quite the experiences has been quite genuine. What we felt, even if it's a satire, or even if it's a real life story or whatever it is. So I think it comes from there. Yes, it.
Also, one last thing I want to discuss, and then we're going to say goodbye. One last thing is that it's for many students and many people who are watching and who will share later on YouTube. By the way, guys, these talks will be available on my YouTube channel, Shantanu Experience. You can share it with people who want to understand music, film score. But the important part is that a director has visualized and worked out something. Okay? What makes a director great is after that, there is still room for something which is impromptu, something which is you had not thought before. He is not closed. And the perfect example for this, I want to say that I remember Shujit had produced a film called Pink, which was directed by Anand Roy Chaudhary. And in that, I remember everything was done, and suddenly the writer, poet, Tanveer Ghazi, he had just, nobody had asked him, nobody had asked me, nothing. On his own, he had written a beautiful poem on the subject, on his own. Tanveer, now we know, often does that. Again, a few days back, he sent Shujit and me something he had written about an issue that was bothering him. So he's a poet. He likes like that.
Yeah, tu chal.
So the thing is that once it's all done, and I remember both Shujit and Aniruddha and film mein kahan daloge yaar, such is. So I very reluctantly asked Shujit that there's this, I don't know where it come, but send it to you. So I sent it to him, and he shared it with Mr. Bachchan. Mr. Bachchan loved it. So Shujit, Tony, Mr. Bachchan decided that यार ये तो बहुत powerful लिखा है. So then Shujit says कि Shantanu, end score में डालते हैं उसको. Now this is important, guys. What happens is that it is not part of the plan. this is not how it's supposed to be. But at that moment, something new comes out. And that new seems so correct.
And Shantanu, I remember the instructions were given to all the theaters not to switch on the theater lights. And actually people sat through because it somewhere connects from the background score, the end climax score, and it takes over to this poetry. And people actually sat and listened to this entire poetry. And then they went back.
Absolutely. And also another film that Shujit had produced, I must mention, in Bengali, a lot of Bengali guys are here, Open Tea Bioscope.
Open Tea Bioscope.
And I remember Open Tea Bioscope, which is Anindu had done. It's a beautiful film. Again, Anindu was very dependent on Shujit for music, because by this time we know that Shujit has this incredible ear and understanding. So I remember there was a kind of an anthemish kind of song which was required, and we didn't know which route to take. And Shujit told me, Anindu, that Anindu, it's such a heart film, Open Tea Bioscope. But in football, all over the world, you have an anthem which brings together people with a simple line. 2 lines, it's not complicated poetry, nothing. And that is the key from where Anindu wrote Bundu Chol. Remember? That song Bundu Chol, which Anupam sang later. So I just want to say that I guess once that gift is there, which again goes back from his theatre days, from his love for Satyajit Ray, from his love for his documentaries, I think once that feel is there, and anybody who's watching, then you may make the biggest film in the world and all that, but that fundamental never changes. You instinctively look at music and a scene and see if it is working or not, and you just govern by your heart. And I give an example just because we went to St. Petersburg does not mean that let's take another instrumentalist who could have played beautifully, but what Rohan had played was doing the magic for that character. और ज़्यादा नहीं चाहिए, उतना ही चाहिए. वो उतना चाहिए का जो master है, वो है Shujit Sarkar. Shujit, thank you for coming on listening. There's some amazing people. Ishita is there, Jaydeep is there, Nivedita is there, Shumitra is there. Guys, you can ask. Hey, Shumitra, do you want to say something about Piku? Piku also was such a lovely score that you guys had done. Talk about Piku
on Anupam Roy. Anupam Roy.
Yes.
Yeah, did that score. And I think it was similar brief. I think we did that. He also scored. So we spoke. So then similar process it was.
Then there are a lot of people from USA. There's Moa. There is Moa is a friend of mine, Shujit, who last moment my money for this particular software got over. So she put in money in USA so that we can do this. So big thanks to her, because without this would not. But please look forward to the coming films, which you will get to know whenever it comes out.
I think after Gulabo Sitabo, we will do another session on Gulabo Sitabo.
yes, that requires a whole session, what we have gone through. But thanks, guys. Thanks for coming online, and thanks, Shujit. Thanks for sharing it us.
Thank you.
Keep on playing football. Keep on doing gardening. Keep on doing meditation. But more importantly, keep on inspiring us as how to make some brilliant scores for your films. Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much.
Bye. Take care. Bye. So, guys, that was Shujit Sarkar.